Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
Good morning, everybody. Cappers Nation live Wednesday morning game day edition. Wednesday, the 18th of September. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Kyle Johnson with CappersDirect.com. Good morning. Bright and early here in beautiful Las Vegas. 7:19 in the morning here. 10:19 on the East Coast. Round Robin George tuning in. Richard, what's going on? Rio C. Eric. Tar Heel 10. Jeff. Lock City in the house. What is going on, folks? Good morning. We're getting a little slow start. It's a little slow this morning. Everything's a little slow, from the computer to the internet connection, to most importantly me, Mr. Ross Pitts. What's going on? Jeff, how are you? Excuse me. Ooh. Definitely rolling a little slow today. Lewis, good morning. I filmed the daily free play video last night a little early in the evening. Hopefully, I don't know what time they got it up, but it's not looking like they got it up until later last night. But it definitely got up, so I wanted to make sure that it got up before this morning. That way, more people had an opportunity to be able to see it and get on it and make some money on it. Jermaine Reed, thank you for that very nice and that nice comment you made on our daily free play video. I do appreciate it. Jeff, it was the well, besides my computer's been acting up. I know I need a new Mac. I actually need 2 new Macs. I need one at the house and one here. But no, we had Cox out here trying to figure out the internet and all that good stuff. But they're still going back and forth on the internet. For some reason, they thought it was inside our building yesterday, and then after spending all day here, they're now back to square one, and knowing that they have a major connection issue somewhere along the lines between them and our box on the outside. They changed the box. That was still fine, so they know it's somewhere between their box and then the outside of the office. So who knows? Story of our lives. Derek, what's going on? Winner chicken dinner. Neverez KC, good morning. Gary, good morning. Fat pockets are a great thing, Mr. Gary. Just getting everything up and running. Jorge, what's going on, sir? How are you? Thank you for tuning in. If you guys are new to the if you guys are new to the channel, first of all, welcome. Good morning. We'll be breaking down some Major League Baseball action. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. That way you guys get notified when we do go live or we drop a daily free play video. You want to get notified. That way you're able to get on the game and you don't miss a beat. Also, if you appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys the free winning plays, the content, the live shows, do us a favor, give us a big thumbs up in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work, because we certainly do. Or if you don't like us, you don't like me, you think I'm ugly, whatever the case, you don't like my mama, give us a big thumbs down. It doesn't really matter. As long as you hit one of them, you're helping us out. But obviously, the more thumbs up, the better. So we do appreciate it. But hey, if you're one of the haters that come here just to give a thumbs down, thank you to you as well. Gonna get you guys on a free play here in a little bit. We're not gonna be live for too long this morning. Live long enough to cause a little bit of trouble, and then get you guys on a free play, a free winning play. Free plays the last 2 days have been, but hey, that happens. We started out losing the first couple of our free plays last week. We ended up 10-3 or 10-4, I think it was. So it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Premium plays continue this skid. That bounce back's going to be strong, going to be huge. Everybody knows how it is, though. Everybody knows how it is. I don't mind giving back a little bit. If we got to give back a little bit here and there, that's okay. For the sole fact that the big runs outweigh the little losing skids, that's for sure. Give me 1 second, folks. Okay, I'm back. Absolutely, Richard. Definitely will. Christopher Smith, good morning. I'm definitely dragging a little rear this morning, that's for sure myself. Probably need to get to sleepy a little earlier. So for everybody that doesn't know, UFC this weekend. UFC Fight Night 159, Mexico City. The fight card, our UFC fight card. It is FC's 30th UFC fight card. And as most of you know, he is Mexican. He is from, actually, believe it or not, he is from a small little town right outside of Mexico City. And he's back home, sleeping in his parents' house right now, back there in Mexico City. And believe it or not, the pictures that he's showing me, it's actually pretty damn neat. And I hope to go there one day. But to commemorate that, he wanted to do something special. So for all of you that don't know and you're not aware, the UFC fight card for this weekend, it's practically free. It's basically free, all right? He wanted to give it away for free. The company said no. They needed to make at least $1, so he was joking around, and he listed it for $1.50. Like, no joke. It's so cheap, it's actually funny. The card's not going to be cheap. The card's going to be fantastic. It's going to be the exact same type of card that we put out every single week, where you get all of our leans, all of our stay away recommendations, all of our strong leans, all of our top fight picks, all of our dog of the nights. You're going to get all of that, including all the write-ups, for $1.50 to commemorate his 30th UFC card, and it going back to his hometown of Mexico City. So if you've never bet the UFC before, or you don't know how to bet, an MMA fight, it's okay. He's got a how to bet an MMA section that tells you exactly how to bet the UFC. Exactly, word for word, description for description. If you normally bet $100 on this, you bet it this way, or you bet it that way. So he basically holds your hand and walks you through how to bet the UFC, and it would have been a free card, except the bosses were joking with him and saying, no, you got to charge at least $1. So he put it up for $1.50. because they were thinking that he was going to do it like half off or something like that, drop it down to $20. But he was really adamant about putting everybody on his UFC because he absolutely loves what's about to go down this weekend. So for $1.50, for less than the cost of a Burger King Coke, or the less than a Whopper Junior. Oh, I don't eat Whopper Junior, so you can get that on the website. I would definitely recommend getting it before Saturday. Saturday, it's going to be. Our server's good enough to handle whatever traffic they could throw at us, but already the numbers are huge. So I'm expecting Saturday to be ridiculously stupid. So it's probably beneficial to jump on board because, who knows? You never know. It may clog up the system and bring it down like our live chat the other day with the numbers competition. That was actually kind of fun. We broke the YouTube live chat the other day. Christopher Smith, that's why he wants you to jump on board at the UFC. You got to remember, I'm not a big UFC bettor. I know a lot. I know a lot about it. I watch a lot of it, but I'm not, the inside. I was a fan before bettor, and he showed me, how to bet it. You're basically betting money lines, no different than betting baseball. You bet baseball, you can bet the UFC. Occasionally, you got to, click on a UFC prop bet. Somebody wins by a decision or somebody wins by, a TKO, or fight doesn't go 5 rounds, etc. But for the most part, they're all money line bets. But no, he holds your hand and walks you right through it. So it's the way he does it. It's very, very, very easy. Jerry, good morning, sir. Jeremy Dickinson, good morning. Thank you for joining us, sir. So it's it's going to be a fun Saturday, and now that he's opened it up to almost everybody, because there'll be people that won't pay $1.50, obviously, but don't expect it to be $1.50 after this week. That's not going to happen. Good morning, William, tuning in by text message. Sometimes, quick funny story, as I was just looking at my email right now. Congratulations from General Motors on your purchase. Back when they announced the new mid-engine Corvette, and they allowed you to make a deposit to order one. I made the deposit to order it online, and immediately, salesman called me from the local dealer. Oh, it says here on the paper that you're interested in purchasing a car. And I said, no, sir. I said, I paid a $3,000 deposit so that way I could be one of the first to order the new mid-engine Corvette when it comes out. And he's like, oh, okay, well, the pricing's not out yet, so we'll contact you when the pricing comes out. Okay, no problem. 2 days later, another salesman, same story, same thing. A week later, same story, same thing. A week after that, so now we're 2.5 weeks later, and they finally like, oh yeah, we'll have the pricing out on the 26th of August. We'll have the pricing out on 26th of August. I'm like, okay, no problem. Yeah, make sure you guys call me on that day because this is an impulse buy, so I'll come down and pick out options and colors and sign paperwork, and boom, we'll get going. And here it is, the 18th of September. I get busy life. I'm busy with you guys working and delivering winners that, I forget. I've got cars, so it's not like I'm needing to order my only mode of transportation. If I get an email, congratulations on your order. I haven't ordered it yet. So, Fairway Chevrolet, if you're watching and listening, shame, shame, shame on you. Pricing has been out for 23 days yet, and my damn order ain't in. Des Crockett, good morning. Good morning, Kyle and Cappers Nation. Love watching your show. Keep hammering down and let the haters hate. Absolutely, sir. We definitely let the haters hate. We'll definitely let the haters hate. And it's gonna be a good time. Gonna be a good time. Definitely looking forward to the rest of the week. That is for sure. From premium plays, their bounce back is coming. My personal plays won again yesterday, 2 in 1 day. Makes us 7 and 1 the last 3 days. Not a bad little run, if you ask me. Definitely could be better. Definitely could be better, and we'll keep it going. It's funny, it's like premium plays and my personal plays, the exact opposite of what happened a couple months ago. Premium plays just kept barely missing by a run here, run there, excuse me, by a walk-off, win by one when you get the run line, et cetera, et cetera. Total missing by one. But it's okay. They'll both be. Amos, good morning, sir. I'm doing I'm doing good. I'm tired. I'm dragging ass. I ate some delicious Indian food last night. That's not sitting so well this morning. But other than that, I'm doing fantastic. Thank you, sir, for asking. I've been, the new me since I had those surgeries, and I got cleared to have any, physical activity in the gym almost 7 days a week now, which is kicking my ass. Yesterday kicked my ass. But man, I'm like starving. I go to the gym and it's like I want to eat the house down, and obviously you want to try and eat healthy. So there's a Indian place between the office and my house, or actually the gym and the house, and I've been ordering from there on the way home every day, and food is amazing. But man, last night was maybe just a little bit too much spice, too much information. Read through some of these comments. So we're gonna jump into. I'm all good though. Just tired. Stayed up late. Stayed up late last night, which never works when you got to be in the office at 5 to film, and you're up at 1:30. Still winding down, and you gotta be out the door at 5. So old outdoor TV. What's going on? Sorry, I haven't missed nothing yet. Just a little bullshitting back and forth. Mike Roth, good morning, sir. I feel like you guys are a little quiet this morning as well. Everybody's a little tired. We were up late partying. No partying last night. Up late, but no partying, that's for sure. The only thing that you guys missed is, if you're not aware, this entire weekend's UFC fight card is $1.50. It's $1.50 to commemorate FC's 30th UFC event with us, as well as going back to his hometown of Mexico City. So he's super, super, super stoked for that, man. And he was already there. He normally doesn't fly out until late Wednesdays on the events. But he flew out yesterday morning. Early morning. But then again, he gets to go home, so he's hasn't been there back home in a couple of years, so he's super super excited. He's meeting up with some of the fighters today, do some prep work for his card with all the fighters that are there already. Other than that, you haven't missed anything yet, guys. Going to start breaking down some Major League Baseball. We've got a couple games early this morning. We got one game that starts at 1:30 or 1:15 between the Nationals and the Cardinals, and then there's a couple games starting at the 3 o'clock Eastern time hour. I had to move the iPad a little closer. My arms are sore from the gym yesterday, so I can't hold up the arm and stretch. That actually burns. That feels good. Feels good. All right, guys, let's start breaking down some Major League Baseball. I'm dragging ass this morning. Let me get up all the good stuff for you guys. My personal plays are safe to say they're getting hot. Pick up 3 days of my personal plays, $99, or 3 days of premium plays, $99. But if you're one that wants to save money long term, you need to go look at my package that is all my personal plays between now and the end of the Super Bowl on February 2nd. For $1,000, ends up being $45 a week. Aunt Wayne, 1188. What's up, Kyle? Roll Tide, Roll Tide. They should have no problem rolling, let me tell you. Titus. You already know we own the nightlife, LA, home of the stars. We don't get tired. Yeah. I'm dragging ass on cup of coffee number 3 already. But then again, I think the last 2 nights combined, I've probably gotten 6 hours of sleep the last 2 nights. So we'll pick it up tonight. Jermaine, thumbs up button. Let's go. Thank you. I appreciate it, Jermaine. I always appreciate the positive support. You have a Gump in chat. I'm not sure I know what that means, Chip. What's my take on the Cards and the Nationals today? We're going to break down that game. I'm waiting for everything to load real quick. We're going to break down that game first. I think it'll definitely be a good game today. Definitely going to be a good game today, that's for sure. Nationals got the best of the Cards yesterday, 6-2. Cards on a little 5-5 their last 10 slide. Same thing with the Nationals. Scherzer versus Wainwright. Once it's up, Ross likes Washington. Jeff says Mad Max. He is definitely one badass mother. We won't go there though. Mother effer. Round Robin George says everybody here should put the thumbs up button today. Thank you, Round Robin George. I do appreciate that. Amy says I've been on a few weeks now, still learning, but winning. Good. I love to hear that, man. You always have to be learning, always have to be improving and evolving, yourself, especially in this business. And if you're hard-headed and you're not open to it, you're going to get left in the dust, myself included. Mike, yes, they can. You have two ways to bet Major League Baseball. It's called listed and action. If you bet Major League Baseball is listed, that locks in your pitchers. So I'm going to use the Nationals and Cardinals game, for example. Max Scherzer is supposed to start for the Nationals. Adam Wainwright's supposed to start for the Cardinals. If you were to select listed, that means those bets are only valid if those pitchers actually start the game. Meaning they go out and make the first pitch. If for some reason one of those pitchers gets scratched, hurt, doesn't make it, and they switch the pitcher before the start of the game, your bet will be canceled. But if you were to bet that game and you select action for your pitchers, means it doesn't matter what pitchers start, you're rolling with that, with that bet. So if you were to bet the St. Louis Cardinals and you put action on both pitchers, it doesn't matter if one or the other gets changed out, your bet is still going to go. Now, they're going to adjust that line to whatever that new line is for you at the time that it comes out. But you can bet it as action. Sandbox Mafia says I always lock in my pitcher. I always lock in the pitchers with action. With listed as well, except when it comes to our system plays. Our system plays are the only ones that I don't, because we have those going off regardless of the pitchers. Sorry, I was just checking on something real quick. Yeah, usually the over and under doesn't get affected. Not one bit. Mike, you had the over with the Dodgers yesterday. And they canceled it. That sucks. Shane M says nothing better than going to bed thinking your favorite team lost and then waking up finding out that they actually won. He says the AKA the Twins. Yeah, Twins got the job done late yesterday. Unfortunately for us, we Premium Plays had them on the run line. Unfortunately, so we needed a big walk-off long ball. Mike says you got to switch to 5 dimes. Yeah, 5 dimes definitely has some great advantages. That I can tell you. And here's a direct link to 5 dimes for everybody that's not on with 5 dimes. Out of curiosity, we don't have a lot of people here, but we got 56 people here so far. Out of the people that are here in the chat, how many of you have opened up an account at 5 dimes? John Brady, what do I think of Bet DSI? They're okay. I have a lot of clients that have used them over the years. I haven't heard anything negative about them. They're legitimate. They pay you. And in the end, that's all that really matters. But to me, I like 5 dimes. I like their cash out. Earlier last week, I initiated a $10,000 Bitcoin cash out when I got up into the office 9 a.m. my time. And within 6 hours, I had already done everything that I needed to do and received it. I mean, it literally took, a little over 6 hours, like 6 hours and 20 minutes or something to get a $10,000 cash out. And I didn't have to run through hoops. I didn't have to do anything crazy. To me, and comparing lines. I mean, I have a BetDSI account. I've opened one. I've never funded it, but to look at the lines and compare. And every time I do a line comparison, 5 dimes beats everybody. 5 dimes beats everybody. Even the local books here in Vegas. That's the the amazing part about it. That's the amazing part about it. Don't forget, guys, the NHL package is half off until Sunday. Our NHL package is 1/2 off. The early bird special is 1/2 off until Sunday. Julian Garcia, can you get to the point? What point would that be? What point would you like, sir? Julian Garcia. Yeah, old outdoor TV. You're in United Kingdom. You got a lot of options to load. Absolutely. Yeah, as Edward said, UFC's only $1.50. Crazy. Crazy. All right. I do have everything up now. That way we can get everything up and running. And remember, guys, yeah, about the NHL package, we're going to be doing what we did for the NFL, where we gave out leans, except for where I gave them out in the live show. We'll be giving out our NHL leans for the preseason to everybody starting probably this weekend, if not first of next week. And then October 2nd, we'll start the regular season where, our official NHL package will go down. And then after Sunday at midnight, that the NHL package is going to go back up to its regular price. Of $600. So until then, you can get the I keep saying UFC because that's what's on my mind. You can get the NHL package for half price. It's $300. Julian, okay, you're entitled to your opinion. What do you get when you lose? Well, with us, you get our guarantee. We take care of you until you make money. Don't worry, he's adios. Titus, I pitted a fool waits for free plays. Nah, don't give him any time, guys. Exactly what Edward said. I love it, Sandbox Mafia. Yo, we kick it for a while. Chill out or be out. He's probably there typing and typing and typing and typing and typing, and he still sees his comments and he thinks that we see it, but we don't. Jonathan, good morning. Alrighty, let's see here. Let me go get my eyes checked. Need to get these eyes checked. I can tell people having a rough week last week. Floor's dirty. Floor's dirty, that is for sure. Floor's dirty. It'll be clean today. It'll be clean today. It needs to be swept. I knew exactly where you're going. I was trying to lead in myself with it about sweeping the floor today. I love it. I love it. I need a good laugh this morning. I am dragging ass. I am tired. Anthony, good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Alex has bet on the Twins every game. Well, you would have won 2 in a row, that's for sure. Jeff, good morning, sir. Yeah, Titus, he was. We're giving him too much credit, though. I agree, Richard. Premium plays definitely need a turnaround. A lot of those games, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Here's my third, and I see the bottom. We're about empty. We're empty. I need that cup. I need that 4th cup. It's not just me, Jonathan. But then again, a lot of my, I've got my hand in every single one of them. And trust me, those are our biggest plays. Nobody wants it more than me, that's for sure. A lot of variables that, are not in your control that happen. Braves having a bad inning. Twins getting the wrong kind of walk-off. Day before that, same thing. But today gonna be a good day. You know why? First of all, we're live. Second of all, we're here. And third, we're way overdue. Why don't you use 5 dimes in? I'm not, and that must have been directed at somebody else. Or I'm not sure what that comment was for. Which one, Edward? Another troll where? Did I miss one? All right, guys. Let's get these game day breakdowns rolling. We're at least going to go over some of the early action in Major League Baseball for you guys today. Alrighty. Tell I'm tired and my eyes are barely working. Nationals opened up as a 153 favorite. That line went up immediately to everybody betting on Mad Max. They're now laying $1.65 at Play MGM. It's high as 170 over at the William Hill. Total on this game, guys, is set over and under 7.5 runs. Total set over and under 7.5. That's where it opened at. Taking a look at the money aspect of the game. 73% of all money line bets coming in are on the Nationals. 75% of all the run line bets are on the Nationals. 61% of the totals, the total bets, the over and under bets coming in are all on the over as well. So everybody and their mother, their second cousin, and their third left leg are rolling with the Nationals and the over. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's dive into it. Scherzer on the mound, guys. 10-6 on the year. Sandbox Mafia, I fade when it's like that. You know, it may not be necessarily a bad thing, but Nationals definitely need that big victory. Taking a look at Scherzer's output as of late. He made 5 innings in his last start. Gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks and 6 strikeouts. That was against the Braves. Prior to that, he went 6 innings, gave up only 2 hits, 1 run, and which was a home run. Against the Braves, he had 9 strikeouts on 2 walks. But don't forget, the Mets cleaned up on him not long ago. Not long ago, guys. September 3rd, beginning of the month, 2 weeks ago. Mets were able to put up 4 on him on 5 hits, 1 home run. He still had his 7 strikeouts, though. That's the and Sandbox Mafia. No, Wainwright is definitely not garbage by any means. I actually like him, and I've made a ton of money on him this year. 12-9 on the year. He's pitched, 4 1/3 innings less than Scherzer so far. Obviously, his ERA is a little higher. 4.0 ERA, 1.38 WHIP. He's got 141 strikeouts and 61 walks. I mean, he obviously walks a lot more. His last outing against the Brewers, he got 6 complete innings in, gave up a 2-hitter, no runs, had 7 strikeouts and 3 walks. Before that, against Pittsburgh, went 7 full innings, gave up 6 hits and 1 run. Before that, against San Francisco, he made 7 innings, 4 hits, no runs. He's given up 3 runs out of his last 4 starts. His last start against the Brewers, he got some major run support. They won 10-0. When he started against Pittsburgh, they won 10-1. When he started against the Giants and he blanked them, they won 3-1. When he played against the Brewers previously, back in late August, they won 12-2. Adam Wainwright is one of those pitchers that, and Max used to get the run support last year. He's not getting the big run support that he did this year. Adam Wainwright gets a ton of run support. It's like he's on the mound, those hitters come. Those hitters come and support him and do their job. Run line on this one right now has Nationals -1.5 at even money plus 100. You can get St. Louis plus 1.5 minus $1.20. Hold on 1 second, guys. Capper's direct. My personal plays won't be out for until I get off live. Be out here in a little bit. Yep, no problem, Mr. Burns. Thank you, bye-bye. Edward says Cards money line, Mets money line, Angels run line, Padres money line, and Dodgers money line. Ryan says he likes St. Louis plus 1.5. Plus 1.5 is very attractive. To only have to lay $1.20 with Wainwright on the mound to get plus 1.5 is definitely a good buy. But then again, you got to remember who's on the other side of the mound. You just hope that Wainwright doesn't get tagged by a hot Nationals team. Last time Wainwright pitched against the Nationals, he went 6 1/3 innings. He gave up 6 hits, 2 runs. Happened to be two solo home runs. He had 5 strikeouts and 2 walks. Thought you said you only check lines at 5 dimes. No, never said I only check lines at 5 dimes, and I do bet at 5 dimes. I bet at 5 dimes almost daily. But I'm here in Vegas. I'm a line shopping whore. I go for the best lines. I was saying that I compare 5 dimes. At one time, I was comparing 5 dimes as lines to everywhere, and they had the best lines, is what I said. Definitely solid numbers for Wainwright. Trying to see something here. He doesn't get a pitch against him a lot. April 10th of last year, he went 4 complete innings and got absolutely murdered. Sandbox Mafia, every time I bet against the Nationals, Rendon and Soto have big games. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Yeah, Christopher Smith says he likes the Nationals, but they don't back Mad Max. They haven't been. This year he has not gotten the run support that they're used to. That's for sure. This is a big game for both teams. This is a big game for both teams, that's for sure. It's our final of a 3-game series. Ross Pitt says Mad Max locked and loaded. I need another cup of coffee. I don't know about you guys. I need another cup of Edward Card moneyline. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. The only problem, Ryan says no runs first inning, maybe. The only problem that I have with the first innings, and in my experience, you have starting pitchers, they either come out lights out from that first inning until that turning point when they get tired, and it's the manager's fault that they got lit up. Or if they're going to have a shaky start, it'll usually be in the first inning. And you used to see it a lot with Julio Teheran or Alex Wood. They'd come out and they'd get absolutely lit up. Same thing with Clayton Kershaw. If he's going to get lit up, it's going to be in that first inning. And then Sonny Gray was a prime example earlier in the season. They get through that first inning, they get beat up that first inning, but they come out that second inning locked and loaded, and they got everything back on track. So that's one of the reasons why I don't like first inning no run bets, for the fact that if a pitcher's going to get rocked, it's probably going to be right off the bat. Vegas likes for you to bet those. Vegas is begging you to bet those. That coffee's empty. It's officially empty. Had 2 cups, now you're on water. I probably should move to water. That's 3 cups. That's 3 cups. Don't forget, guys, you can get 3 days of premium plays or 3 days of my personal plays for just $99. Personal plays are picking up steam, 7-1 the last 3 days. Edward, you're killing me. I'm not a first 5 guy. I've bet them in the past. I'm just not a fan of first 5s. I'm just not a fan of first 5s. If I'm going to put my money on the line on a game, I'd rather it go 9 innings. I'd rather it go 9 innings because, you see it a lot. Team will go down and they'll be losing that first 5, and they, Houston, the Astros are a prime example. If you go back and you do some historical data on them from just this year alone, and you find out how many times they were losing at the end of the 5th inning, but they came back and they won, specifically in the 7th and 8th inning. The Astros are a big 7th, 8th inning comeback team, or big hitting team in the 7th and 8th. You'd have lost a lot of money. Next game up on the board after that, after the first game. Not a game till 3:10, so you got a couple hours in between. Hour and 55 minutes in between. Then you got the Mets and the Rockies. We got a free play on that one. If you guys want that free play, you just got to watch that video. But we got Syndergaard on the mound, 10-8 on the year. 4.15 ERA. Mets laying $1.50 on the money line as of right now. Double check. Line is actually down to 145 at the Westgate. It was 155 last night. It's down to 145 now. Hoffman on the mound for the Rockies. Total in that game, high total, over and under 13 for that mile high game. Hoffman so far through 56 and 1/3 innings. He's had 58 strikeouts and 27 walks. Averages a walk every other inning. You guys crack me up. Next up on the list after that, we got the Royals, the A's. A's laying 230 on the money line with Homer Bailey. Duffy on the mound for the Royals with a 6-6 and 4.55 ERA, going up against Mr. 13-8 Homer Bailey. Total in that game on the A's game, guys, is over and under 9.5. Afternoon game for the Diamondbacks. Marlins, their last game in Arizona, put the beat down last night on the Diamondbacks, 12-6. 12-6. In a game where I ended up switching. I ended up taking the Diamondbacks yesterday. It was my only personal play loser. And I loved the over as well. I had the over the night before. I should have just laid the over. That was a mistake on my part. Edward, man, go with your gut and land on your butt. Cheers. You're cracking me up. It is his first time. Thank you for pointing that out, Ross. It's Syndergaard's first time in Coors Field. Leak on the mound for the Diamondbacks, guys. Diamondbacks saying $1.50 on the money line. Total set over and under 9 again. 3 consecutive games with the Marlins. Total set at 9. First 2 have gone over. After that, guys, a 6:30 Eastern time game. 6:35. Angels, Yankees. CC Sabathia on the mound. Scheduled start for the Yankees. Yanks laying 300 on the money line against Peters and the Angels. It's 13, Ryan. It's set at 13. I don't have any play on the total on that game. So not going to be live for much longer, but we're going to get you guys on a free play. Put some money in your pocket. Get those free play winners coming back on track. Jonathan, if you're still watching, Richard, if you're watching, I know you guys made a comment about the brooms earlier. The brooms are ready. The floor is dirty. It needs to be swept. The floor in the premium room is dirty, and it needs to be swept. So stand by, fellas. Monster Day coming up today. I actually really like what we've got going on today. Really like what we've got going on as far as premium plays, my personal plays. All right. 1,000 times, absolutely. Richard, my plays are not done yet. My plays won't be done for a little while. But I'll get you guys on a winner, though. It'll be a nice winner. I actually really like the game. We already broke it down. I was trying not to give it away. I was trying to save some suspense. So I was kind of like trying to downplay it a little bit during the breakdown of the Nationals and the Cardinals game. But I was trying to save the suspense. Thank you. Shout out Buck Life 11. Shout out from Delaware. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Buck. I appreciate that. Anthony, yeah. David, you never received a notification? That's crazy. What you can do, Twitter sends out a notification every single time. Okay? So make sure you guys follow me on Twitter as well. Because, sometimes YouTube is delayed on the notification. Sometimes people get notified. When we go, what happens is when we go live, they're supposed to send out a notification to all the people that are on board and subscribe and tap that little bell. And sometimes they don't send it out right away. Sometimes it's delayed. It takes about an hour to 2 hours for the video to process after we're done filming, for it to process the live chat and get it all uploaded on YouTube. Once it completes all that, it usually sends out a notification letting you know that there's a video posted. But sometimes it doesn't work. But if you follow me on Twitter at CapNationKyle, and here I'll post a link. Okay, if you follow me on Twitter, every time I go live, you'll get a Twitter notification almost always, which is great. So, very beneficial to follow me on Twitter as well. All right, guys, get you guys on a free play. Yes, we're going against Mad Max today. We are going against the Mad Max. He is beatable. He is beatable, and he's going to get beat today. But luckily for us, Nationals could still win, and we can still win our bet. But I think we're good either way. I mean, last time he pitched against the Cards, he won. What was it? 7 complete innings, had 8 hits, 3 runs, and the Cards beat him 5-1. Okay. Cards. Rio C says he likes the Cards money line. Well, we're gonna take the safe play here. We're gonna take the St. Louis Cardinals plus 1.5. on the run line. Plus 1.5. It's only minus $1.20. All right, St. Louis plus 1.5 minus $1.20. Be a nice winner for everybody. Get you guys on, the free plays. The free plays rolling before noon. Because the second free. I mean, we already have a daily free play out there on the Mets and Rockies game. So plenty of money to be made early. Remember, guys, premium plays, my personal plays. My personal plays are hot. Come jump on board, guys. 3 days, $99. 3 days, $99. 99 will make you holler. My game of the week will be out on Sunday. For everybody that was on it last week, you'll get Sunday's game of the week. Well, you get the game of the week that's on Sunday. So enjoy that free play, guys. Remember, guys, UFC 30th event under Mr. FC, as well as being back in his hometown of Mexico City. And to commemorate that, he's selling the card practically free. All right, practically free. It's less than a Coke. $1.50 for the his entire UFC card. I would definitely recommend getting it before Saturday because I don't know what's going to happen with the traffic on Saturday. With the traffic from Guaranteed Saturday as well as the UFC, I definitely jump on board it early, that's for sure, if that's what you want to do. All right, guys, good luck. I look forward to working with each and every one of you. If you guys sign up, great. If you don't, no big deal. Just only thing that we ask, do us a big favor. Give us a big thumbs up in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work. Or be a hater and hit the thumbs down. Doesn't really matter. And do us a favor. Subscribe, guys. Help build the channel. Help build the show. That way we can keep giving back to you guys. We've got some big stuff in the works, but we need to get the subscriber count up there. So we need to go from 5K to 10K, and you guys are going to see something big. 5K to 10K, and you guys are going to see something big, and going to have some fun here shortly. We're having fun every day, but it's gonna be something different here for you guys. So good luck. Always bet within your means. Don't do anything stupid. And I'm gonna try and go live later. I can't promise you. I've got a very, very, very busy day for the rest of the day. But I'm gonna try and go live a little bit later. We'll talk about some of the other, the later MLB games if I can. So hit that subscribe button. That way you guys get notified if I do go live later. All right, guys. Thanks and good luck, and we'll see you guys all soon.